Hi, so that was Amos. For the first 6 chapters I said Amos, which is not the way you pronounce it. It is actually the Swahili way, although I didn't really know that. One of the earliest prophetic books written. Just a happy coincidence in the alphabetical reading. So Amos is a shepherd, suddenly speaking out to Israel and surrounding nations about all of their sins. It was a difficult message to send out. Reminded me a lot of kind of our situation today in this world, where people have gone far away from God, sinning. Sin is just another way to describe your distance away from God. God has a perfect intent for you in this world, and when you veer away from it, that's sinning. You know, we have this connotation that sin is so bad and so blah, 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 blah. Well, you know, it is, but no sin is worse than the other. Gossiping is just as bad as murder in God's eyes. But we have the power to stop God in his tracks. And God has shown that repeatedly. He has these plans, but if we ask for forgiveness, he will stop. He will stop these plans. Just like the times of Amos, the times today are very similar. The sins might not be the same. We may not be building golden calves and Asherah poles and high places, but they're there in a different sense. We have to remember not to put our pride before God's will, before God's intention for our lives. Because when we have pride of ourselves, we think we can do things by ourselves, and we just forget about God, and then we start doing things in our own strength, and we don't really do things very well in our own strength. And I speak from experience. Because it's easy to fall into this sense of complacency when your neighbor is doing these things. It seems like that's not such a big deal, you know, but it's a slippery slope. Each little lie, outburst of anger, evil thought, insidious thought brings you down and just dampens your soul in a way that you don't notice for a long time. So all these little things that we can become complacent about, they add up. You start to just take too many little wrong turns down the wrong way and suddenly find yourself in the deep dark woods. So it's just a reminder for us to not be complacent, to focus on God, to listen to him, to hear his word, to realize judgment is coming, and we should be focusing on him. So yeah, that's what it was speaking to me. What was it speaking to you? Stay tuned for Chronicles.